Welcome students to the online class Standards 8 Subject Science. Lesson number 1, Living World and Classification of Microbes. So students, let us see the topics that we are going to cover in this slide. The first one is protozoa and the second one is fungi. So today we are going to learn about these two microorganisms one by one in detail. So let's begin with protozoa. So student, as you can see in the above picture, different examples of protozoa is been shown. So we'll be studying in detail about the protozoa. So let's begin with the size of the protozoa. As you can see in the picture, it is given that the size of the protozoa is approximately 200 micrometer. It means that it is very small. In order to look to the protozoa, we have to take the help of the microscope, because of which we can see, or else otherwise it is not possible to see with our naked eyes. So students, protozoa are the microorganisms which are found in soil, fresh water and seawater. As you can see, I have already given you in the picture where they are found with the examples. Okay, so they are found in these places. So students, as you can see in the picture, the amoeba and the parameciums are the free living protozoa. Means what? They are mostly found anywhere, mostly in the puddles. Okay, so these are the examples of free living protozoa. So students, I would like to one more thing with protozoa is that protozoa is a unicellular organism with eukaryotic cell. Means that the body of the protozoa microorganism is made up of just single cell. Then too they are coming under eukaryote. Means what? Their cell membrane is well developed. Okay, and we will be finding a great variation in the cell structure of this type of organisms, with organs of locomotion and modes of nutrition among the protozoa. So we'll be seeing the organs of nutrition in the next slide. As you can see in the above slide, I have given that some of the protozoa are found in the body of the other organisms and are pathogenic. Now, what do we mean by pathogenic? Pathogenic is the word which indicates that the infection or illness caused by the microorganism. So protozoa is an example for such case. Okay, they are attacking the human bodies as an infection. So there are certain examples in protozoa. As you can see in the picture, the microorganism known as a Plasmodium vivax causes malaria in human body. Okay, as you can see in the picture, the pathogenic microorganism Plasmodium vivax. I have given the picture also, and what it causes. It causes malaria to the human body. So it is a pathogenic. Okay. So student, in the next picture, as you can see, there are some of the protozoa that are found in the body of other organism and are pathogenic. They are also pathogenic and they harm the intestine of the body. And such an example of protozoa is known as Entamoeba histolytica. So they cause a problem in the intestine of the human body. As you can see the picture I have already given, okay, of the examples also of such a microorganism and the effect where they are causing. So student, amoeba, paramecium and euglena, for the food purpose or nutrition purpose, they undergo the process, okay, simple process of adapting the nutrition. As you can see in the picture, nutrition in amoeba, how they are adapting, they are just undergoing the simple process for the nutrition. Okay student, as you can see in the picture, I have tagged it as food and how it is adapting it, covering it. So students, the reproductive part, the protozoa reproduce asexually by simple binary cell divisions. Okay, means with a single cell they are dividing into two. You can see in the picture already I have shown how they are dividing. So this process is known as asexually cell divisions. Okay, now next we'll be moving with the fungi, microorganisms. Let's begin with it. The size of the fungi ranges from 10 micrometer to 100 micrometer. Here also it is not possible for us to look fungi with the naked eyes. We have to take the help of microscope for viewing it. Okay. So students, as you can see in the picture, microorganism fungi found on decaying organic matter and dead bodies of plant and animals. Means what? They are just decomposing the dead bodies, whether it is plant or animal, and they are taking their food or nutrition from that dead bodies. So students, for your reference, already I have shown the picture here. As you can see how they are observing there or decomposing the plant or the animal. Here also fungi are eukaryotic organisms, but the interesting part is that some are unicellular and others are visible with our naked eyes. Though they are made up of single cell, but it is for some of the fungi to look with our naked eyes. Not all, but few of them are possible to view with our naked eyes. As I have given you the examples in the picture of unicellular and multicellular fungi. So Saccharomyces is the unicellular fungi microorganism and mushroom is the multicellular fungi microorganisms. So students, fungi are saprophytic, that is, they absorb their food from the decaying of organic matter. Organic matter means what? They depend on the dead bodies of the plant or animal for their nutrition or food purpose, as you can see in the picture. Okay, so student, in the above picture you can see that fungi reproduce sexually and sexually by the cell divisions of or by budding. As you can see in the picture, I have shown you how it is dividing, how the budding process takes place. Okay, so it is dividing from 1 into 2. Shown the picture of asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. So here are the examples of fungi. See in the picture, different fungi example I have given you. Okay students, so today we are going to learn only these two microorganism. Rest of the two will be covering in the next slide. Okay, thank you.